ballin'. Throwing up the gang, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big.
Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Johnson running right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 16-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 47 yards on the ground. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't got nothing. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Tight yard. Tight. Check. Lucky. Check. Go. If you kill it, motion down.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Check. Hot, hot.
They give to Johnson going right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go. Henry. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Murray now to throw. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it, eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, complete, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 67 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run with Pumphrey, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
No gain in the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Yes, Mike. Bring it. Bring it. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Check 3. Check 3.
They'll run it down with Pumphrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the 1st down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Forced out to his... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 44 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Madison. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Dolphins first down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 1st down, it's Logan. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Watch the run.
They'll run with Madison. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 yards. 3. Mike 3. Don't get nervous.
To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check number 6. Watch the shift. Let's go. It's running.
Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
First down, Murray steps away to his left. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, it's Logan. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Murray now on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Going on the ground with Madison. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Going to run with Madison again. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Murray now, flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Isaiah McKenzie. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
58 to Mike. Let's go, defense.
From the 31, Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain there of 21 yards.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's pick it up.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's see what you got. Let's 57.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Buying time to his left. That was good. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
55. Good. Hey, eat. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 55 is my guy. 55. Watch the run. Wait.
They go to Johnson again. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Switch up. Check.
On 1st down, Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Anthony Brown on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Hey, check 25. Check 26. Check 26.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 yards. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Under 10. Under 10. 10. It's free. It's free. Hey. SOS.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shift.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 22-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Now Johnson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I got you, boy. That's it. Here's the mic. Here we go. Here we go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, tight end's right. 3 down. I throw it over. Combo. You can't block me. You can
Back to throw it, Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right.
Come on, set.
after the interception. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Now a handoff working right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Murray, one final try. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not